Hey there, Dr. Frank Neal with Ponce Dental Studio. Today I am super excited to talk to you about veneers. You hear all the hype, there's many people that are getting them, some of your friends might have even gotten them, and now you're starting to think about what should you do with your smile. Well, let me help you orient yourself so you make the right decision and you understand what veneer type is best for you. At Ponce Dental Studio, we offer 5 different types of veneers, and each of them have a different application and a different use case. So let's walk through that so you truly understand what you need to do. Now, with veneers, they're not all created equally. There's different materials. There's veneers that are additive where we actually put it on top of the natural teeth you have. And there are veneers that we actually have to cut away your tooth structure to cement them on. I don't like doing that. And the only time we ever cut away your tooth structure is if we cannot utilize Invisalign or another orthodontic tool to straighten your teeth first, or you already have very bulky teeth, meaning if we add anything to it, it's gonna look bulkier and not pretty. The good news is about 80% of our patients can take advantage of additive veneers because of the materials we use. They are so thin. Think like a contact lens, a 0.5 millimeter. That's what it takes sometimes for us to be able to put that beautiful veneer on your tooth that helps change the shape, the shade, and the overall look of your smile. So the first product I'm going to talk to you about is the composite ceramic veneers. This utilizes a 3D printing machine to use a resin that's a definitive restoration to create these thin wafers that look wet, vital, translucent, and beautiful. These are all additive veneers. We do not have to drill your teeth, and we actually cement them onto the tooth structure. They look beautiful, and they have generally about a 5-year window of use before you have to replace them due to staining and sometimes wear and tear. The second type of veneer is made out of a zirconia material. This is the ultra hard, strong material, and we mill this using a 3D CAD/CAM machine that's able to cut this material to this fine contact lens thickness. Zirconia is the toughest material we have. So if you're a grinder, a clencher, or somebody that has really, really tough stains on your teeth, that is the material for you because it will block that staining out, give you this very vibrant, beautiful, wet-looking smile, and it's a very durable material that if taken care of correctly can last 10, 15, or maybe the rest of your life. The third veneer type is a material called Emax. Emax is the most wet-looking, advanced porcelain ceramic material that we have in dentistry. It is absolutely gorgeous. Not only does it look beautiful and look vital like a real tooth, it's got the strength to back it up. And this is the type of material that we can use in cases where not only are we adding the veneer to your tooth structure, but even in cases where you have crooked teeth or points on your teeth that stick out that we have to reduce and remove, you can use an Emax veneer on that area. It always has the most aesthetic outcome. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it could stand the test of time. That is the best material that is available right now in dentistry that balances aesthetic and strength. The fourth veneer type utilizes the same Emax veneer that I talked to you about, except now we put a very paper thin layer of porcelain. Why would we do that? There are certain patients that don't want their teeth to look white. They want to keep it in the natural family of shades where you have some blending of beiges and you have some blending of off-whites. And those patients require that extra thin layer of porcelain for us to take a tooth that is monochromatic or one color into multichromatic, where depending on where you look on your veneer, the color could be slightly different. That is the Emax that has the porcelain baked on top of it, or sometimes what we call pressed Emax. And the last veneer type, this is called felspathic porcelain. If you have ever seen a laboratory technician sitting with a fine paintbrush and adding layers of porcelain powder to a tooth model, that is what they're doing. That's the ancient art that was been around for 100 years of putting porcelain and making teeth out of it. And the beauty of this is that with every layer of that powdered porcelain, you're able to create depth and complexity and customization, textures. You can do anything you want. And with that material, it really allows you to tailor-made your smile. You can go ahead and make the shape of the teeth unique to how you want. You can go ahead and make the shade of the tooth, the shadowing, all of it unique. It gives the most level of customization we have available. It is also the most time-consuming procedure that we offer because every one of those has to be built by a laboratory technician. Now, there is a drawback, and it's due to strength. The feldspathic porcelain, even though it has very high aesthetic outcomes, you are sacrificing some strength. Now, the installation and the application where we use the feldspathic porcelain is so important, and that's why during our consultation, we're able to explain to you the pros and cons and make sure if this is even a viable option for you. And in extreme cases where the patient has very high aesthetic demands and is a candidate for feldspathic porcelain, that is the technique we will use. Now that I've explained all 5 types of veneers that we do, let's talk about what it takes to make a decision. When we bring you in and you have an opportunity to meet a team, meet the doctor for a consultation, tour the facility, and learn about what we offer as far as technology, expertise, and our in-house laboratory facilities, you will have an idea of our capabilities. We are going to show you the samples of the different veneer types that we offer so you can see for yourself those nuanced differences and decide what you feel is the best fit for you. Once we go through that consultation process, we will design 2 things for you. One is going to be your digital smile mock-up, which allows us to create a 3D rendering of what your teeth would look like with your support, with your help, with your input on what the shape and the shade of the teeth need to be. And as we progress in our journey to make these veneers for you, we're actually going to put some of these veneers in a mock-up format in your mouth for you to see what you look like. We'll actually take a picture of you and show your before and after so you can truly see what it would look like inside of your mouth. To us, that dramatic reveal of your smile is what helps you make that decision of not only are veneers the right thing for you, but what are you going to look like when you get them done? And we feel from our experience when we actually interact with you this way and show you what your outcome is going to look like, it helps you make the decision much easier. And generally speaking, people say yes, and they choose us to take great care of them. Where are your veneers built? That is a question that a lot of patients don't ask, but they should because there is a difference. At Ponce Dental Studio, we build our dental veneers on site. We have the technicians, we have the equipment, we have the 3D printing, the 3D milling units, the staining, the glazing, the ovens, everything we need to build your custom tailored veneers. A lot of other dental clinics are sending their work out to third-party laboratories with technicians that they've never met, that don't understand the vision they have for your smile. Even worse, there are situations where this work is landing overseas to facilities and places where quality control and the level of details do not come to the standard in which we're used to. That is a difference. Every smile that we work with Ponce Dental Studio includes me, the other dentists that work together with me to review the smile design, review the case, look at the work, look at the veneers in their rough format, look at how we're staining them, how we're glazing, how we're polishing them, and to ensure that the vision that we share with you and what we have talked through in our consultation is exactly what we end up delivering in your mouth. That is a big difference, and where your veneers are being built are important for you to know. How are your dental veneers delivered? That is a very important question to ask, and I want to walk you through what that means. The most important thing about delivering dental veneers is to make sure that you know what they look like. What do we do at Ponce Dental Studio? When we remove your temporary veneers, we try in your final ones with what's called a try and paste. Why do we do that? you need to see what your veneers look like in your mouth. Yes, we've done a digital version to show you. Yes, we have at that point shown you the veneers inside of your mouth. And yes, you've been wearing your temporaries and living with them and talking with people and taking pictures of yourself, but you need to see the final product in your mouth. And to us, that is absolutely important because that gives us another opportunity to make any adjustments, any tweaks, because we want to make sure you have the perfect smile. So after I've gone ahead and done the try and paste with your final veneers and made any final adjustments that we need to, we go ahead and cement your veneers in permanently, utilizing the best and most advanced techniques to ensure that your veneers are cemented correctly, and more importantly, giving you the tools and the resources to make sure that you're able to protect your investment. Once everything is installed, we calibrate your bite, we make sure we take your post-operative photography, and make sure we fabricate any type of retainers or night guards to help you protect your new veneers so when you sleep, you don't damage them. And now it's time for you to live your best life with a smile that you're proud of, that's custom tailored for you, and that looks absolutely beautiful.